All right, well, I had to make a new live stream thing because I've set it up with my computer, I guess. Hopefully everybody that was waiting with the thumbnail that I posted a couple days ago actually makes it onto this one. I don't really know why YouTube dropped that one, but here we are. Hopefully we're good. I've definitely never live streamed with my phone before, so we'll figure this out as we go. There you go. Now I got some chats going. Sweet. You guys are making it. That's awesome. I was worried because I had to make a new lobby or whatever you want to call this live stream thing. The other one got lost. It just didn't pop up on my phone for some reason. I'm gonna go across. I thought that was a cop for a second. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All right, what's going on, guys? Awesome. So we're about what was I at? It was 21.5 miles in. So this is like the back leg of the Bataan Death March, right? So we're almost done with the 26.2. The plan is to bring you guys all the way in to the home stretch, right? So I'll bring you guys with me. Whoever wants to stay, I would anticipate it'll probably be about an hour long. But the plan is to take you guys all the way with me, all the way to the finish line. And you know, I went from my house all the way down to the downtown in my area, walked around there for a little bit till I hit 13.1 miles, and then I rerouted myself, and now I'm just going backtracking. So it's an out and back day today for me. But it's not been so bad. I tried it out like the first half. I ended up getting like a 12 miler done in, I think it was like just on 2 hours, so pretty good there. And then I kept trying it out for about all the way till maybe 16 or 17, maybe even 18 miles. I was trotting it like pretty much the entire time. And then I started doing this walking / trotting, you know, just to like make sure I have enough energy for this. And also because my quads were hurting real bad. So we're doing pretty good. Let me, don't go anywhere. Let me check something real quick. Okay, cool. So I didn't lose you. So I can still check my Strava app on the side while I'm going with you guys. I was a little worried that it was going to lose you if I did that, but no, it looks like we're good. So we'll be able to actually do this. So here, I'm gonna trot it out for a little bit. And while I do that, I'm gonna try to. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll try to see if I can keep the chat going for you guys. It's going pretty quick, to be honest with you, but I'll do my best to keep up with you guys with the chat. And while I have that in mind, just so you guys are tracking, because I see one question already, I don't really like to talk too much about what I'm currently doing, because I'm like what my unit is currently, and that's not because like I'm trying to be mysterious or anything like that, but it's just because I'm still in the Army. I still do things where I don't know, I guess maybe I'm like afraid to talk about it. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about those kinds of things. And so I try to balance out, you know, being on social media and also still being able to do my job while maintaining proper OPSEC, okay? So that's really what it's all about. I don't want anybody to think that I'm ignoring them when they ask me what I'm currently doing or, you know, stuff like that. I know I give away some things that I think is okay to talk about, but I'm not, you know, I don't think I'm at liberty to talk about what my current position is or what my current unit is. I don't think I should do that. So I'm sorry if that makes you guys, any of you out there, have a poopy face. That's the way it is. The weight that I'm currently rucking, it's the same pack out that I packed out with a couple of videos ago. I never unpacked it. So that was sitting at, the only thing I did was add some water and then some extra things. But originally it was sitting at, I don't really remember. It was like 37, and then I added the Camelbacks at 7 pounds ish. That would be 44 pounds. And then I had to add this huge battery pack that I bought. That's like at least a pound or two. Food, stuff like that. Not too much more, but maybe a couple more pounds. So 40 pounds or more is what I got on my back. You guys know I don't like to ruck too heavy, especially if you're going long distances, and especially if you're trotting like this. You know, it's just not, it's bad juju to be rucking with a lot of weight on your back if you're going to be doing it this way. So I'm keeping it to standard, well above standard for this Bataan Death March. But I'm not going to, like, you know, blow an O-ring like I said before. I'm not going to blow an O-ring over it. I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah, Scott Cardell will be warmed up by the finish line, bro. I'll be having a beer at the finish line. That's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, hey, Jones, yeah, please go. If you can go to the other chat and let him, if anybody wants to go to the other chat, if it is live and it's just sitting there, please go ahead and, if you wouldn't mind going in there real quick and letting everybody know that there's another chat or another live stream. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be cool. I set it up with my computer, and then I thought that it was gonna like be able to link to my account here on the cell phone, but I guess it didn't do that, so I had to make a new one. I'm glad you guys were high speed about it and found it though. I was worried about that. The app that I use Strava. I always use Strava. I do have a Garmin watch, but honestly, I don't use that too. I should have said it today. That was stupid. I should have said that as well so that I could just track that while I was talking to you guys, but I didn't think about it. But I always use Strava. I think it's like the most accurate. I always have my phone on me anyway because I'm always listening to music. And I have like a phone case with the that's like a wallet, so I have my ID and my debit card in case I have like an emergency or anything while I'm out there. So it's just convenient for me to do that. And I can't believe how many followers I have on Strava all of a sudden. That's pretty cool. It's cool to see that there's so many like motivated dudes and dudettes out there that have the same drive as me. I always thought that was the case. You know, there's a lot of guys in the Army out there that like they have units where there's not a whole lot of motivation going around. They might be almost singled out because they want to be motivated and everybody else is just pooping face all the time. You know, that's no good. So one of the main things that I try to do, especially for obviously it's about fitness and stuff, but one of the main things I try to do is build a community for all the people like that, all the soldiers out there like that are just like surrounded by either non-motivated individuals or like naysayers. And this is like a place where, you know, there's people that are like-minded and they want to get shit done, you know? And sometimes there's just not enough of that out there. So I think we're meeting the intent with Gritty Soldier. Seems to be working out so far. All right, what we got? So catch up with you guys here. Ooh, I gotta put that down for a second. Okay. Day two of boot break-in. The most comfortable ruck I've used for long distance rucks. You guys are gonna think I'm making this up, but I'm not. It's the ruck I got on right now, the DG3 that is part of the giveaway. Just so you guys are tracking, this is part of the giveaway. I'll be able to save this video for later, and the comments that go on this video will still be part of the giveaway, so don't worry about that. But yeah, the DG3, man, this thing rocks. I really do like Crossfire. Like, truth be told, you know, they reached out to me originally some time ago. They just wanted me to try out some rucks, and so I did. And I really liked them. DG3 seems to be my favorite so far, but I really liked them. And they're super comfortable. That's probably the best thing. All the padding. It takes like a good couple of rucks to really break in the padding, you know, because it's kind of like stiff when you first get it. But once you break it in, it's like a dream. You know, it's way better than the Molly 2, even the Alice Pack. I'm not a huge fan of the Alice Pack. I mean, it's all right, but everybody says like the Alice Pack is just so good. But I don't know, it's a little too stiff sometimes, I think. And this happened to me. Look, watch. Of course, that was like on mile 6. I went into my ruck to get my first snack, and I dropped my ruck a little too hard, slammed it on that, and then it's broken now. But luckily, it doesn't leak when I lock it, so it's not too big a deal. That would have been a real big bummer if I didn't have water for this whole thing. All right. What socks do I recommend? I always say the same thing, boot and sock combo for me. And what I would recommend if you don't know have a place to start, I would say the Garma NFS boots is a great way to start out with your boots. And then socks, the Fox River Fatigue Fighters. They look like that, they go all the way up. They're thick. I wear them when it's hot out, I wear them when it's cold out. Super comfortable. I have no problems with my feet right now, guys. Feet are no issue. Actually, I'm not really having any issues. The only issue I'm having is that's noticeable is my quads. My quads are a little tight, and I think it's just because I've been trotting so much, and I didn't really give myself any break for the first like half of this, and so it's starting to catch up to me. But it feels fine. We'll definitely be able to finish. I'm sure we're gonna be able to finish this, unless I like twist an ankle or have a heat stroke or something. But it's not too hot. It's pretty cool out here. I want to say it's like 60 degrees by now. Started off around 40, so pretty good weather. What else you guys got? 136 people in here. I can't believe it. This is so awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys are legit. How far am I? I'll let you guys know again. So I'm about here. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna check my Strava real quick. All right, 22:56. I think I caught it real quick. It was like an 11 something pace, so we're doing really good. My oh my gosh, a dead possum. Look at that. Almost stepped right on. All right, so the first time I did the Baton, I was actually there, and it was during the time I was training for the Best Ranger competition. It was like one of our milestones that we were hitting during our train up, and I checked my score because I didn't really remember what I got. I wasn't really paying attention, but like I checked my score last night because I was just curious, and I got a 6 hours and 11 minutes, and I was actually like, okay, that's pretty quick. I wasn't tracking I was that quick, but I'm going way faster today, so that's good. I was like, all right, so if I went 6:11 last time, that's a good goal to work for this time. I'll try to beat that. That's like a 14:10 minute mile, something like that, and we're way ahead of that now, so I think we'll definitely blow that one out of the water. It's good to have goals, man. Always be improving. Yeah, 11-minute plus, okay? 11-minute plus for 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling it, don't worry. This isn't easy. I don't want you guys thinking I'm like some, I don't try to make things look easy. That's not the point of this. It's not me out here crushing everything. It's really more about, hey, look, you guys know, if you're a good leader, you should never ask or tell anybody that they should do something that you're not willing to do yourself. And that's really what this is all about, okay? It's more like, all right, well, if I'm telling all these guys and gals out there that this is how, you get better at rucking, this is how you get better at running, well, I better show them the proof is in the pudding, right? And that's what this is, okay? So I don't want anybody out there thinking I'm like trying to be, I don't know, big-headed or something like that. But we're doing good. With that being said, 11 plus minute miles, not too bad. Feeling pretty good. So the shit works. It's proof. It's kind of like the Run Faster program. When we were building that one out, the whole idea was, well, there's a ton of run, because everybody was asking me for a running program. Everybody hits me up. I want a running program. Where's your running program? I'm like, oh shit, I probably should make a running program. So there's so many running programs out there. I was like, well, I'm gonna make one and actually do it, and put me and somebody else actually go through the ringer and make sure that it's actually a legit program and that there is progress, even for somebody who's already a good runner, And that's how that one came out. And that's kind of the philosophy of the fitness programs with Gritty Soldier, in case you guys weren't tracking that already. All of those are tested, not just by me, but they're all tested. They're built by people that have actually been to the training or gone through the training themselves to ensure that they're actually good programs and they actually will work. Most programs you'll find out there aren't like that, okay? So anyway, that was a little tangent for you guys. Almost went down. All right. What's your walk trot pace today? Originally I was sitting for the first like 12 miles, it was I guess a 10-minute mile, because I hit it in 2 hours. So yeah, 10-minute mile, so not too bad. I started off at like 8:30. I was like, well, I'm going. Brought it back out to about a 10-minute mile. Now it's way slower. I think I'm the average pace is good for this whole thing, but right now I'm probably moving collectively at like a 13-minute mile, something like that, because I keep stopping and then I trot for a little bit and I stop. So we're still doing really good, but you know, I'm not sprinting it. Well, maybe a little. First half. The ruck strap staying firm. Yeah. So if you guys want to know more about the ruck, yeah, I'll talk about that for a minute. So the cool thing about this ruck that I'm noticing, and that I have been noticing as I've been using the DG3 specifically, is that it fits really well to me. I actually never adjusted this thing. I never like took any, I didn't adjust the hip pad or the shoulder pads or anything. I took it out of the box and I slapped it on. And so far I have not had I haven't needed or wanted to change it at all. The straps that I think we're being asked about stay very tight. I'll be honest, like maybe after like a mile or two of trotting, they'll loosen a tad, but only to the point where it's not like super tight, not to the point where it's dragging on me, you know, so that's like, so it's good. It's really good. The pads are super soft, especially after you break them in during a couple rucks. They start to form to you specifically. And these, the chest strap, the waistband, I've been wearing this stuff the whole time. No rubbing at all, man. No rubbing. Feeling really good, man. The ruck's not giving me any issues, period. I'm feeling really good. No equipment issues right now. The only issue is my quads, but it's not even really an issue. It's just something that I'm feeling, something that I'm paying attention to. And my camelback broke, but it's okay. Still works. I think we got enough water. I haven't been paying too much attention to how much water, like I haven't taken it out and looked at it. I'm just trying to like sip every now and then and make sure that a camelback is going to get me through this whole thing. I think I have just enough where I'll probably be a little thirsty at the end, but I'll at least survive it until we're done with this march. We're actually getting pretty close, guys. I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, what we got? Well, I gotta stop for a second and read this stuff. You guys are awesome. There's so much comments. I'm trying. Oh yeah, somebody. Oh yeah, I see that. You got a donation for. Oh yeah, I got super. Is that super chat? Thanks for whoever did that. I'm sorry. Thank you for whoever super chatted. Appreciate that. I'm still new to the live thing, guys. You know, honestly, if I'm being real, I just kind of turned it on and hope for the best. You know, and I let you guys know when and where and all that. But I even messed up the where. I'm glad you made it. We're sitting at 23 miles. 23 miles. We only got 3 more miles to go. Feeling good. Nice, beautiful area. I'm literally just running on the road. Hopefully I don't die. I think the people around here are pretty used to seeing me though, because this is just like my running. This is like my stomping grounds. I run on the road out here. I try to stay out of the way. Actually, truth be told, right when I was setting all this stuff up, I was walking across a crosswalk. I was in the crosswalk, and some lady in her minivan almost ran into me at the stop sign because she was looking the other way. That happens a lot. If you guys are out there, you know, running around in your cities and stuff, make sure you're paying attention to the crosswalks, because just because you're in the crosswalk doesn't mean people are going to stop for you. They still might not see you. I'm almost gotten hit a lot of times like that. Tips for healing for blisters. My biggest thing with blisters is when you get them, try your best not to let them pop. Don't pop them deliberately. I'm gonna try to make this. Hold on. Okay. All right. So with blisters, when you get blisters, because you will, right? Especially if you're training up and all that, don't pop them, okay? And try your best not to let them pop on their own, because you want them to heal up as calluses. And when you do that, you know, obviously you're gonna have like somewhat nasty feet. You're gonna have soldier feet, got it. But that's gonna set you up for success in the long run and make your feet a lot more hardy for when you go out there and really want to test yourself on a ruck or a run, anything like that. That's what you need to be doing. So if you're like, let me give you an example. So if you go on a ruck and you get like this huge blister and it's like real nasty and it's hard to even put some shoes on or your boots if you're a soldier to go to work without it popping, then do your best to like keep it dry, all right? Keep your feet out of socks when you're at home, dry it out, wrap it up if you need to before you put your boots on for work, because I'm telling you, man, if you can let it heal up and turn to a callus, it's money. It's gonna do wonders for you when it's actually getting big. You know, I don't have like pretty feet at all, but I have strong feet, and that's why right now, like feet, I'm not having any feet issues at all. You know, at all. Period. Feels good. Yeah, don't pop your blisters, man. I know even like the medics will tell you to do that. I'm not really sure why. I don't know. I don't know why people say pop their blisters. I don't really see the benefit of that. Maybe because to relieve the pain, you know, but it's better to just suck it up. Because they don't know. Oh, I just splashed you guys. Oh yeah. So yeah, I see you talking about Bataan. Yeah, you know, of course, this is the Bataan. You know, I'll say it for context for everybody. The Bataan Death March was obviously a horrendous event, the real event that is. That was obviously a much harder thing to go through than what me and everybody else that's participating in this are going through right now. Okay. With that being said, I don't know if anybody out. I mean, me personally, I'm not trying to compare myself to those guys. You know what I mean? But I am going to do right in my way by them as best as possible and memorialize that event by getting out here and getting my own suck on in the best way I can without risking my own life. You know what I mean? I don't think they want me to go out there and live through exactly what they lived through. There's plenty of things that I've been through I wouldn't want anybody to live through. So, you know, this is all about just memorialization. And in reality, it's a good way to challenge yourself, grow from it, and learn a thing or two. So, you know, that's all it is, man. That's all it is. That's another thing. I'll go ahead and talk about that because I was thinking about that a little bit. That kind of reminds me of something. Not to say you were doing this, brother, but that reminds me of something else. I got a lot of comments on like, because I really do try to read all the comments, guys. There's a lot of comments lately on my videos, but I do try to go through them if I have time. And on the 12-mile Ruck March video, there was a lot of comments like, he's not even in full kit. You know, that's not that fast. In the Marines, we rucked 25 miles in the snow or some bullshit. Whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. There's always like all these people trying to one up, I guess, what the video was. But that's why I say, you know, a lot of things is really the intent is not to show off or anything like that. Like, obviously I'm not in kit, dude. I took a whole video not in kit, you know. The point is to teach and to mentor, and so for the people that may not have gone that far can learn a thing or two to eventually get to that point. All right. And there's always going to be Marines out there that say they're better than the Army while they're sitting there eating a pack of crayons. But it's okay. Just don't listen to, the point is all that. Don't listen to the haters, guys. I know I deal with it just like you guys do. You know what I mean? And a lot of it is just they have problems of their own, or I don't know, they have some sort of ego issue that they're working through. Just don't let it bother you. You focus on you. You know what I mean? Focus on you. Do what you know you want to get done. And again, nobody cares, work harder, right? Remember that. Don't worry about them people that try to give you a hard time over nothing. Haters are going to hate no matter what. It's true. I'm noticing that a lot more than usual, because I never meant to be like a, I guess, an influencer. You know, that wasn't what I was going for here with Gritty Soldier. But as it's growing, I'm noticing, honestly, there's way more positivity than there is hate, which is great. Like, that's awesome. It's great to see. But there is definitely some negativity, and it's just something that I just kind of ignore it, you know. Because like I said, you know, haters are going to hate. They're just going to be sitting there watching YouTube, and for some reason they got to put some negativity out there. I don't know what the mentality is, but it happens. Just don't let it bother you. And if you see it on Gritty Soldier, just move on. I don't even encourage you to say anything to them. Just move on, okay? You're gonna see it. Oh, I saw somebody about, yeah. I am not sending messages on Telegram, guys. Apparently there's a copycat spammer with like my thumbnail and pretending to be me and saying hit me up directly or something. Don't fall for that. That's not me, okay? I'm never gonna say hit me up directly, and I'm never gonna try to take from you or ask you to give me anything, okay? So if that's ever the case, just know that's not me. There was also an instance yesterday on Instagram, I guess. Somebody's pretending to be me on another Instagram account, and I guess they're asking people for like nudes and shit. Like, that is not me, okay? I would never do that. I am a happily married man, and I intend to stay that way. And I also have responsibilities that I will not ever attempt to jeopardize, okay? So just know that. If it doesn't seem right, it probably isn't, okay? Watch out for that. Don't get scammed. Okay, meal plan on the Ruck. 6 miles in, I ate a Lenny's I ate half of a Lenny's and Larry's cookie. I didn't eat the whole thing because it does have a lot of fiber in it, and I really didn't want to have to like take a big poop like halfway through this. So I saved the other half, waited till about the 9 or 10 mile mark, and then I ate that. Then I pulled out some Pop-Tarts around the 12 mile mark and just kind of nibbled on those for like 4 miles until they were gone. Then I had maybe a couple handfuls of gummy bears around 16 miles, something like that. And then right before we started this, right before we started this, I grabbed a Cliff Bar, but I just grabbed a bike because I was running late. But we're doing good. Sustainment. Oh, and I had carbo gain before I started this, so I'm feeling fine. I think that's a pretty good nutritional like breakdown on anybody who's trying to do something like this or figure out a little bit more about nutrition while they're rucking. Personally, I've been doing this a long time, and I like to try to see how far I can go without sustainment, just to build that endurance. That's something I personally do. I wouldn't recommend that. But I would say it's good to replenish about every few miles about 200 to 300 calories. And you want it to be mostly carbs, maybe a little bit of protein, and like limit the fats. You don't want to overdo it with the fats. It's going to make you feel shitty. It should be mostly carbs, okay? But it's good to have a somewhat balance in there as well, just to help your body to absorb properly. And if you're out there for like 26 miles like this, you're going to need more than just the carbs. He's mad. All right, I'm going to try to cut through here. I don't know why there aren't sidewalks out here. I mean, this is nice, right? Look. Let me draw my phone. It's nice scenery where I live. It's not bad. There's just not like a lot of sidewalks, or I have some trails in the back that I continue to find. But the reason why I'm out here rucking like this, like on the road mostly, is really just because I knew we were doing this, and I wanted to make sure that there was enough internets to keep this going. If I was out there in the middle of the woods, chances are I would have lost you guys by now. So I wouldn't normally ruck on the road like this. This is kind of like a one-off, which is probably another reason why my quads are kind of hurting. It's really just because I'm banging around on asphalt. I'm always saying you should really try to stay off the road as much as possible. Jonathan Gray. So this is what I did. I actually, I won't lie, kind of waited till the last second, but I wasn't too worried about it. But I did look around a little bit to see if there was like a Fort Bragg group, you know, doing the Bataan Death March. I couldn't find anything. I'm sure there's guys out there doing it. I didn't see anybody out there today, but I'm sure like on post or something it's happening. But I didn't see anything, so I just figured, you know what? I know where internet is. I know where like a decent route is. I'm just gonna walk 13.1 all the way to downtown, and then just walk back. And that's all I did. Nothing serious, man. No serious route planning or anything. I made sure that I had enough on me to sustain myself and deal with anything that might happen, like emergencies or anything, in case anything did happen. But so far, I haven't needed to bust any of that stuff out. Rucking in cold weather, make sure you bring just as much water, if not more, because you actually get dehydrated faster in cold weather, even though you don't realize it, even though you're not sweating. Your body burns, oh man, I want to say it's like 1.5 times as much, 150% as much calories as it does in normal weather during the cold. So that's just because it's trying to heat itself up and regulate itself. So you actually find yourself to lose weight faster if you were out there for the long term. You get dehydrated faster, you get hungrier faster, you pee more, you know. So you have to have more sustainment for the cold. A lot of people don't think about that. And definitely don't, if you're planning on going on like a long ruck, especially if it's in like a tactical environment or you're trying to get a PR or something, just start cold. You know, don't layer up. Start cold, you'll warm up quick, you know. Those are my tips for cold weather rucking. Bring some cold weather gear in case you like hurt yourself and have to stop, but don't wear it right off the bat if you don't need to. How far? Almost 24 miles in. We're getting there. This is kind of like my street, or it's almost my street. It's a pretty long road though, obviously. 2 more miles to go. What made me get into the military? Well, I can tell you guys about that. So honestly, I had no intention ever to join the Army when I was growing up. I always thought it was interesting. I liked military movies and all that, but I like never thought I'd actually join the Army. I remember being in high school and honestly, I was kind of like a problem child. You know, I wasn't very healthy. I didn't like go to school like I was supposed to all the time. You know, but anyway, I was in ROTC, JROTC, but I only did that because I didn't want to do PE. It was like I could either do PE or do JROTC, so I did JROTC. And I remember being in there in class one day. It was actually when September 11th happened, because the news was always on in that class, you know. So that happened, and I just remember that. I still wasn't like convinced to join the military at that time, but that's something to throw in there, I guess. I tried surviving out where I lived for like 2 years. I was about 20 years old when I joined up. So I tried like working jobs, stuff like that. But where I grew up was a little expensive, and I was always having a hard time, you know, getting ahead. And so one day I just like went to the recruiter's office because I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna join the Army, you know, or whatever. I was gonna join the military. Actually, I went to it was one of those recruiting stations that had all the military branches there. So I first went to the Air Force, and they told me no because I was still like I was still in some trouble, okay, legally, and so they told me no. And then they said once that was over, I'd still need waivers and stuff, and I'd still have to wait like 6 months on top of that. And I was like, no, I'm ready to try to figure something out now, you know. So I went to the Navy, and they said the same thing. And then I remember looking into the Marine office. I didn't talk to them, but I remember seeing them like doing pull-ups in there. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? You know, because I wasn't in shape and all that back then. I was just like some dude. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then as I was like in shock by that, the Army recruiter was sticking his head out of his office, looking down the hallway, and he's like, what's up, dude? How you doing? And he was super friendly. And he was like, hey man, come on over here, I can help you out. And I was like, yeah, well, we'll see. Everybody else is telling me no, but the Army at the time really needed dudes, and so they figured it out. They like helped me get my GED. The waiver process was really easy, and I was shipped off in like 2 or 3 months, so it was really easy. That's how I ended up in the Army. And honestly, at that point, I didn't plan on staying in for a long time or anything. I was just gonna do like my 3 and be done, you know. But here we are today. And that just goes to show you too, like, ooh, get a little stretch in. That just goes to show you too, you know, I was a high school, I wasn't a dropout, but I just didn't finish like English 2 or something, so I didn't get my degree, my diploma. But that just goes to show you, you know, you're never in like too much of a bad situation that you can't pull yourself out. You know, I didn't really have anything going for me. Had to get my GED to join the Army. But now today, you know, I guess 15 plus years later, you know, I got a master's degree, you know, so, and I'm successful in other ways too. But that just goes to show you, like, you can always make shit work, man. Don't ever feel so down on yourself that you just can't move forward and figure shit out. All right, there's always a way. You just got to work a little harder for it sometimes, especially if you do it to yourself, especially if you've already put yourself in that hole to begin with. You're gonna have to dig yourself out, but you always can. I want to get my PhD. I want to do that. I think I want to get a PhD in leadership. So I think that makes sense for me. I think that's, if I do decide to continue on with that and have the time to do it, I'll do that and get my PhD. But I'll be honest, I get a lot more fulfillment out of Gritty Soldier. You know, this does take a lot of time, and a lot of effort, and a lot of thought and all that. So it's kind of hard to find time for a lot of other things, but I get so much fulfillment out of it, and so does a lot of other people. So I am putting a lot of my time and effort into Gritty Soldier just because I see how much good it's doing, not just for me, but for everybody else out there too that's part of it. So trot out a little bit. See if we can get some distance in here. I think we're gonna have just enough water to finish this. I'm curious, how many of you have been out there since like Gritty Soldier first started, like since like, I don't know, the channel, like 2,000 subscribers or something? Or how many of you have been out there since YouTube even started for Gritty Soldier? I'm curious about that, because that's like amazing. I know you guys have seen the channel grow pretty big over the last like month or so, and it must be pretty interesting to see that. I think, and that, like I was telling you guys before, it's super cool. There's just that many people that are all about this shit, you know? If you're wondering why my Camelback is spitting like that, it's because I dropped it at like mile 6 when I was getting something out of it, and I broke the tip. But it's fine. It stays locked when I use the lock mechanism. But when I try to take a sip, it just squirts everywhere. But I'm still considering myself lucky that it's not just leaking all the time. Okay, see these comments here. Two months, 5 months, wow. Few months. You remember seeing the 50-mile ruck in your notifications? Yeah, man. That was a good time, let me tell you. That was like one of the first videos ever, the 50-mile ruck. That was rough. I remember that because, damn, I remember leaving in like the middle of the night. And, or no, I left like before it turned night. And I rucked through the night. And I had to ruck like through the Franklin Mountains. It was pretty neat though, because I had dudes like from my unit come out and support me for a good portion of that ruck. Some guys came out for like the last portion, helped me get through it. The last few miles of that were miserable. It was like just dragging myself to the finish. We had to stop, you know, probably more than the other guys wanted to, just because my legs were just giving out. That was miserable. But I'm really glad I did it, you know. Just goes, you know, it's just another notch on the belt of self-achievements that I now know are possible for me, even if they suck. And I didn't like train up very well for that either, so. Yeah, if you guys aren't tracking, I am not in New Mexico. The Baton Death March in-person event was canceled not even long ago. I want to say it was only like a few weeks ago. So it just had to be virtual, but they offered to like refund and all that. But I didn't want to do that. I just was like, no, I think I still want to do it. Even if I can't go out to New Mexico and do it, I still want to do it. Just because I want to do it, you know? And honestly, that sucks. Like, I really do want to go to I wanted to go to the actual event because it's great to be there if you've never been there before. It's an amazing experience. Tons, like thousands of people go. They camp out the night prior. Tons of people. It's really cool. They do a speech and all that before they actually kick off the event. And it's just really neat. It's a really good experience. It's not just the ruck march that's neat. It's like the whole thing is really cool. So it would have been nice, but there's nothing I can do about it. They canceled it. I'm still gonna get it in. I had it on my training program, so we're still doing it. I would say the difference, like let's talk about like the gives and takes, right? So the easier things, I would say. The shade, where I am getting shade, that's nice. There's like no shade at all in New Mexico when you do it. The terrain isn't horrible because I can at least like try to walk off the road and there's really no rocks. I'd say that's about it. And I didn't have to like make my way out there. So I guess those are the pluses. The negatives are that I have to do this all by myself. I mean, I got you guys, which is legit, but I have to do this, you know, more or less by myself, which can be like a mental challenge, you know, especially when there's just people doing their day and I'm just out here with a ruck on my back being like a weirdo, you know, rucking around town, which is motivating in its own way. But yeah, so there's that. And also, it's not like a set course, so I have to figure out where I'm going. There's been plenty of times I've had to walk on the road. Which is just that adds up, that the stiffness of the terrain adds up on your body a lot faster than it would be if you were off-road the whole time. So yeah, so there's gives and takes. This is still really challenging. I'm feeling about the same way as I did out there. I remember working really hard at the end for Bataan last time. I started off kind of easy going just because it was cool being part of the group and stuff, and then eventually I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go for it, you know. But like I was saying before, I finished that one in 6 hours and 11 minutes. And this time, let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at, guys. Hold on, let me check. 65 at 4 hours and 50 minutes. So I'm definitely going to beat that year's time without a doubt, even with me just kind of walking right now. I'd probably be trotting it out more. I'm just really trying to pay attention to you guys a little more. And when I'm trotting, I can't really see it as good. So, but here, you know what? With that being said, let's go ahead. Set it up for a minute. Definitely gonna have to get a nice stretch in after this. a stretch and a beer. Not bad, only like a mile and a half to go. Just gotta get there. If you guys are wondering about the weight, it's about 40-ish pounds. I drink a lot of the water, so somewhere between 35 and 40. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to say it's heavier than it is. I want to say around 40-ish, okay? So I can feel the difference running on the road than on the grass. It's much better to run on the grass. Okay, all right. All right, nice little stretch. Feeling good. What am I eating? After this, I don't even know, man. It's gonna be something good though. Probably a big sloppy burger from somewhere. Definitely a beer. Like that'll be the first thing I do when you go to Baton and you finish. They have beers and burgers for you at the finish line, so I'm trying to replicate that. Pain does not exist in this dojo. I don't know about that. But we can work through it. Ooh, donuts, that's a good idea. Donuts. What would you guys eat after 26 miles? What would you guys eat? Donuts are good. They got Duck Donuts here. That's pretty legit. That's some good shit. I don't know, I'm thinking like burger, cheeseburger with bacon, all the stuff, French fries and ketchup, wings and a beer, pasta, yeah. If you guys are wondering how I loaded up for this and made sure I had enough glycogen in the system before we started, I made sure to take in a lot of complex carbs days before this, not just last night. A lot of pastas, a lot of rice, cereal, oatmeal. I had a lot of that for the last 3 or 4 days, just to make sure I had enough glycogen stored up in the body. You know, you can't just rely on like the dinner before or something like this to get you through. You gotta load up days before an event like this. That goes for running too. Pancakes. We went to IHOP the night before last night. I had a big old thing of pancakes, and I had regular syrup, like blueberry sugar syrup. And I don't usually do that. Usually I do like sugar-free syrup with my pancakes. Mexican restaurant, dude. If I went to a Mexican restaurant right now after this, I'd be sucking for the rest of the day. I'd be on the toilet the rest of the day, man. No good. Not trying to do that. Oh man. All right, we're getting there. Let's see if we're at 25:07. One more mile. One more mile to go. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, legs. Jesus Christ. Don't fail on me now. Ugh. Ugh. Definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Again, I don't want you guys thinking this is easy by any means. Oh. Let's go. Almost there, guys. Come on. Almost there. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are so cool. You guys really do make this channel what it is. That's really, because that's what really motivates me the most, man. Just seeing you guys out there like commenting like that, like, get it. Oh man, I'm so motivated. This is great. Good information. I can't wait to implement it. All that kind of stuff. That is so awesome, man. It's great because it really does, like, that motivates me to keep making videos and trying to make content for you guys. And I honestly really enjoy mentorship, and you know, where what I'm currently doing now isn't really, I don't get a whole lot of, I don't want to say I don't get to mentor at all, because that's not true. I definitely get to, but it's not as much as I would like, right? So it's not as on the ground mentorship as I desire. So this is a good outlet for me to be able to do that, and it's awesome to see that it's so well received. Especially that I use your videos to provide my soldiers with that motivation. That's legit. Keep doing that, guys. Show everybody these videos. Show it to your soldiers, because, hold on, this is the kind of stuff like that they need to see. You know, it shouldn't be full of, their lives should be full of motivation and good things, positivity. You know, because everybody that's a soldier knows there isn't a whole lot of things to be positive about sometimes. So anytime we get a chance to spread some positivity, spread some motivation, and show what right looks like, we should absolutely be doing that. All right, it's going to make the Army better as a whole, and it's going to make everyone's lives better, you know? So make sure you're doing that. It's awesome. It's awesome that you are. Almost out of water. We're going to make it, though. Yeah, gummy bear time. I have some. Actually, I'm going to eat a little bit of this Clif Bar. Maybe that'll help me with this last leg. We're driving on, man. We're making this happen. Getting it done. Coming up on it. I know this turn up here. Man, I run this road all the time. And for some reason, it looks a lot longer today. Whew. wives, man, I know my wife puts through a lot of shit. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. I tell her all the time, you know, like when people, oh, I just gotta stretch it out. Oh man, I can't wait to get on and stretch. I tell her all the time, when people like thank her for her service, she always, you know, is like, I don't know what they mean. I'm not the soldier. I'm just the wife, you know. And I'm like, dude, you do so much. Like, you are doing a service just by being a military spouse. You don't even realize. Like, she helps me personally so much. I wouldn't have been able to get ahead a lot of times without the assistance from her, or the help from her holding it down the house, holding the kids. I mean, even like little things. Like, I remember, like, I don't know, I remember a specific instance, like when I was in private, one time. Obviously, that would have been a huge no-go, but I called her real quick. It was like 4:30 in the morning. Called her real quick, like, oh my God, babe, I forgot my helmet. Please bring it to me. She stops. She wakes up, stops what she's doing, finds my helmet, and brings it to me just in time. You know, little things like that. You know, a lot of wives don't. No offense to any of the wives out there, but that's what thank you for your service means. You know, for the wives and for the husbands or whoever, the spouse. Done with that. Almost there. Almost there. Where are we at? Time went by that I thought. That's awesome. Don't you love that when like you're running or rucking and you know it's starting to get a little painful? You're like, shit, man, how far did I go? I'm gonna look, and you look and it was further than you thought. You're just like, oh, thank God. That's like such a morale booster. Only a half more mile. Well, I guess 0.7 miles to go. That's okay. That half mile is all I'm worried about. That last couple, you know, 0.2, we can burn that off, no problem. Let's run it out for a minute. Ooh. Ooh. Be careful, calves are cramping up a little bit. That's my own fault. Going easy on the water. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna finish strong. We can crawl across that finish line at this point. We are gonna make it. The DFAC don't close on the weekends. That's funny. Come on. I'm digging. I really am. This isn't easy for me, guys. I really am digging right now. I know I got a smile on. That's all you can do. Keep a smile and keep moving. No reason to be poopy. Got shit to do. Don't just be wasting your time if you're feeling shitty, feeling bad for yourself. Look how far we've come. We're almost done. Got this shit. Got it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Don't get hit by a car. Oh man. All right, where we at? Let's see. This is my neighborhood. I might have to A little less than half a mile to go. Let's go. Yep, and it's windy. And it's windy to top it off. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Less than a half mile. Let's go. We're going to finish this. Oh yeah, come on, wind. Okay, shit, let's go. You're gonna stop me. This pain is making me better. This is what I'm after. Easy, gonna be worth doing. That's what it's all about. Quarter mile left. That's it. Quarter mile left. We're gonna take it to this. Should be good at the house. My neighbors have no idea how much I'm sucking right now. I always try to play it off like I'm doing okay. They have no idea. I know they see me out here all the time just sucking, but I don't think they realize. I'm not gonna stop, man. Don't worry. We're gonna make it. We're gonna bring it home. Finish strong. I haven't thrown up or shit myself yet. The little boy's like, what the hell is he talking about? Here we are. I'll have to do a couple little loops around the cul-de-sac, but we'll finish it. We're gonna get the mileage. That beer's waiting for me in the fridge, brother. I saw that coming. That's what's on my mind right now. That's gonna taste so good. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, whew, that sounds so good right now. My goodness. All right, let's go. Almost done, almost done. 08. We're gonna do a couple laps around this cul-de-sac. We're gonna do it. Woof. God, I hope it's tracking right. All right, let's see. All right, we got it, guys. Holy shit. All right, I just checked. Finish it in 5 hours and 11 minutes, 48 seconds. A little shy of a 12-minute pace, somewhere in between 11 and 12. I didn't want to look too hard because I didn't want to lose you guys. Oh my God, come on, gate closed. What are you doing? There we go, gotta fix that. Oh man. Oh, finished it strong. Gotta get this shit off my back. Oh my goodness. I get the light on in here. Oh, get a beer. Don't mind the gritty kitchen, guys. Don't mind the gritty kitchen. Oh my God. Ah. I don't think my wife came back with the beers yet. I asked her to get me some. All right, this is what we're gonna do. I have one of hers, because I'm doing this. I don't give a shit. We're doing this. I have one of her Angry Orchard hard ciders. That's what it's gonna have to be. Here I am talking all the good things about my wife, and she didn't grab the beers. No, that's okay. It was a last second thing. I wanted to have some Coronas on hand. I actually remembered about halfway into it. I was like, oh, babe, please go get me some Coronas. And she said she would, but she probably hasn't come back yet, but that's okay. Oh. I'm going to have a beer with you guys either way. Oh. Okay, hard cider, man. There it is. We got to make do with what we got, you know? It's either that or I think I saw like a Crown Royal malt drink in there and I got whiskey, but I'm not about to drink some whiskey right now. Oh. I am going to do the ruck flop right here in my garage because that is what it's all about. Oh, ooh, careful. I want to cramp up on the ruck flop. Oh my God, that was good shit. That's another good thing about this ruck, guys. It ruck flops very nicely. Oh man, look at all you guys. Cheers. Cheers. Look, I'm also making a video for you guys. I obviously didn't do a very good job. I should have been recording more. But I thought the live stream was more important because you guys are here now. And say hi. Look at that, I'm recording myself. All right, so we just finished the 26.2 mile Bataan Ruck March. It was virtual, okay? Let's be clear about that. But I can tell you from experience of doing them both ways that this wasn't much different as far as challenge-wise. And we got it done in an hour faster than 2019. And that was when I was training up for Best Ranger. So I'm in some pretty damn good shape, right, guys? That's pretty good. And I honestly, I will take that time, okay? But honestly, being as humble as I possibly can with saying this, okay? Trust me. I probably could have gone a little faster if I didn't go live with you guys, okay? But that's just being real. I wanted to go live. That's what I wanted to be able to share the experience. So, but 5:11, I'm going to take that all day long. I think that's pretty good, man. I think I looked at last year, or no, because that was virtual too. I don't remember. I looked at maybe it was 2019. Yeah, 2019, and somebody finished it in like 4 hours and like 30 minutes or something. I was like, holy shit, that guy was flying, you know? He must have been running the whole entire way. And the thing with Baton too, which probably made it a lot easier for me on this one, I'll be honest with that too. The thing with Baton, when you're out there in New Mexico, is the elevation. The elevation really does carry you up. So if you are ever wanting to go, cheers Crossfire Australia, there you are. Look, even Crossfire is in here. Check that out. Oh, you all should be thanking them because they're going to give you a free rucksack here soon. Anyway, Baton, yeah, the elevation is real bad. If you are ever wanting to go to Baton and you want to survive it, and you're not, somebody who's normally going as far as this, the elevation is going to crush you, man. Not even just the incline and decline of it all, but like the thinness of the air is way different than out here in like the East Coast or anywhere that's not mountainous. Okay, it's dry. It's dry as shit out there. I lived in El Paso for a couple of years, and it takes a long time to get used to the environment out there. Okay, so if you're ever thinking about that. If you're ever thinking about going to Baton, make sure you consider that. So that's definitely a huge factor. What else did I want to say? There was something I wanted to say. I can't remember. Oh, don't forget, this one does count for the Ruck Giveaway. I'm making a video about the Baton. Hopefully it comes out okay. I probably should have recorded a little more, to be honest, but I was just kind of into it, the rucking anyway. But at the end of that video, I will do the giveaway. I'll actually, just the same way we did it with the Ranger packs, if you guys were around for that. I'm gonna use a program that's gonna randomly select one comment from all these videos. And I'm gonna integrate the Instagram this time into it too. I'm gonna find a program that does it, it's out there. And one of you guys is gonna get this ruck. I want to make sure that you're tracking that, okay? I'm gonna blast out whoever wins on the community section as well. And that's really how I'm gonna reach out to you. And that will be the only time that I ask for you guys to reach directly to me, okay? If you guys ever see it any other time, a gray soldier with even my little logo, and it says, reach out to me directly, and it just seems like spam, that's not me, okay? Maybe I'll think of some code word. I don't know. The code word is pineapple, okay? I'll say, reach out to me directly, pineapple. That's how you know it's me, okay? But don't fall for that scam and shit. I wish, some people keep saying, you know you made it if you have spammers. You must be pretty big if you got people trying to pretend to be you. I'm like, well, I don't know about that. It's kind of shitty because I feel bad for the people that are getting scammed out there. That's not what I'm trying to do here. You know what I mean? I don't want that happening to you guys. But I think as long as I keep warning you guys about that, hopefully nobody out there gets scammed. I love the feeling of doing something really difficult, not even just physically, but mentally as well, and just sitting and reveling in your in your achievement. That is what it's all about, man. Just being like, hell yeah, I did that shit, you know? feels pretty good. I'm glad to be done with that. I have a half marathon next weekend that I'm doing as well. The All-American half. They usually do an All-American full marathon that I would normally do, but they only did a half this year for some reason. I don't know why. And they moved that to virtual too. Isn't that weird? Because like they finally got rid of all the COVID restrictions, but they're still canceling all the races. I don't know what the deal is with that. But hopefully next year or future races from this season, we'll start being live again. Because I got a lot of freaking plans, man. I'm going to do that half marathon. I wanted to do the full, but we'll do a half marathon. No big deal. It's probably better to just do a half after this so we can heal up appropriately, right? I want to start getting back into ultras and first start off with with a 50, either a 50K or a 50 miler. There's a 50K around here that you run on the beach. And I know that's going to be challenging because you're running on the beach. So I might start off with that and then work up to the 50 miler. And then I eventually think I want to get to 100 miles, okay, and be able to do that. And I also think it would be really awesome to do an Ironman. I think that's like something I've always wanted to do. It's just really hard because I've been looking into it a lot lately. But if you haven't looked into Ironman or if you don't know too much about it, first of all, it costs a shit ton just for a ticket. It's like $1,000 or $2,000 just for a ticket for Ironman, okay? And it's like non-refundable. So that's a big deal, right? Secondly, that is like a serious dedication to training and being somebody who doesn't always know where he's going to be at any given time because of his career. It's hard to like dedicate something like that and pay like $2,000, you know what I mean? So, but it's a life mission of mine. We are going to get Ironman in at some point, hopefully soon. And I'll also drop some other information for you guys. But just know, take this with a grain of salt. This is the first time I've brought this up on this channel, but since you guys are here in the live and you're still watching, which is awesome. I mean, you guys are just here chilling with me. I might get a chance to go to England and ruck in the fan dance, do the fan dance, okay, which is a portion of what it would take to get selected as British Special Forces, or SAS, from what I understand, okay? It's supposed to be really hard, really difficult. It's like a worldwide challenge, and you can go out there and do that twice a year. And that's something that I might be able to do through somebody else I'm working with, and we might be able to get that done in the winter, in January time frame this year, or well, next year, but coming up, this next January. if that does happen and I can get like, blessed off from my command, and it works out with the company that's planning on sponsoring me to go to that, because it's going to cost money for a ticket and all that I still have, I'm absolutely going to document and train up for that, because I think you guys could benefit a lot from seeing that, and take you guys along with me the best I possibly can for the journey of doing that, okay? Let me know if you're interested in that. I think you would be. I think I would watch that. I think that'd be really cool. And I'd love to have you guys as part of the journey, so that you can be motivated and inspired by that. And honestly, it really does give me a lot of motivation personally, just to see you guys motivated. So it's like a group effort, But hey, because I'm running out of things to say, but I don't want to just leave you guys. This is your time. If there's any other questions you have for me, let me know now. We'll take a few minutes. If there's any other questions you've got burning questions, it doesn't have to be like about me or anything if you don't want that. That's not what I'm saying. But like any other questions that you weren't sure of from any other videos, if you're looking for fitness advice, military advice, whatever, ask me anything you want. We'll take a few minutes for that. You want the feet video? We'll do a foot video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make a video for that, because I know that's people are gonna want to watch that. Garma NFS are absolutely my top recommended boots. Wore them. These are going in the trash after this, though. I've had these for a long time. They're just nasty. They're definitely worn out now, and these are done. But I'll just replace them with new ones. Garma NFS all the way. I hope they don't stop making them, man. I should probably just stock up on a whole bunch of them, because I'm sure they'll stop making them eventually. Okay, my overall thoughts on the pack at the end of this ruck. Dude, I feel great. I didn't have any issues. I don't even think I had any rubbing. No, I feel good. To be completely honest, I use Body Glide for like the crotch area. I also put a little on the hips just in case. I wore my, performance underwear. So with all that being said, though, I have no chafing at all, and not even on my back. I was actually a little worried about the back rubbing, because this ruck it's pretty good and broken in now, but it's not. It's like 100% broken where I'd like it to be, because I haven't been using it for long enough. But it's no chafing, man. I feel great. The pads felt great the whole time. It didn't slip on me all over the place. It stays very solid on your back. And the way I packed it out, if you guys haven't seen that video yet, that's how I had it today. I added a few, like some food and some water. Well, yeah, I refilled my water, added a little food. I added like the camera supplies, the power supply on the top, which is super convenient because I didn't have to unpack my ruck. Just added it right here. And slapped this thing on and went for a walk, man. This thing's awesome. You guys, I'm super fortunate to have been able to have this ruck, and you guys are awesome, or one of you guys, it's awesome that one of you guys is going to be able to get this for free. You're going to love it. Hey, if you guys didn't see that, I don't know, Crossfire's in here. They just said, if you guys go check out their page at Baton, there's a special treat for you guys. So go check that out. I don't know what that is. Make sure you go check it out. I don't know what they're doing. If you didn't happen to catch that, I don't know if it's on their Instagram page or not. Make sure you go follow Crossfire, man, because they are legit. They're a really good company. I know they're not like super well known, but they're going to be soon, because they actually do care about what the product that they put out. They care about the people. And I mean, look, they're in here on this chat right now, Crossfire, watching this and rooting me on. How awesome is that? So make sure you go check them out and give them a fair shot. What else you guys got? Come on. You're welcome for the live stream. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Oh, a discount code. That's not a bad idea. You know what? Because you brought that up, there's one on my mind that I can give to you right here. I don't know if I can, I can't write it, I don't think, because I don't know if I can chat. Doesn't matter. If you guys are listening, make sure you listen good. I'll say it right now. There's a discount code that I usually reserve for another group. But since you guys are special in your own way today, it's called Soft Group 20. SOFGROUP 20. That'll get you 20% off anything at the store. Anything you want. Soft Group 20. Okay? Keep that to yourselves. Don't just spread that around everywhere. I'll have to shut it down. Okay? But for today, You guys want to take advantage of that, go ahead and take advantage of that, all right? Because you guys, oh, there it is, soft group 20. It's okay, no, it's okay, Hans. You can put it out there, Hans. In this chat, it's okay. I mean, like, don't put it, don't like go tell the world, you know what I mean? This is for you guys, okay? Soft group 20. Gritty Soldier's got to keep the lights on too, man. You hear me complaining about money. I'm just a soldier, you know what I mean? But yeah, I should do right by you guys. And thanks, Hans, for doing that. Yeah, I should do right by you guys. That was good. Soft group 20. There you go. That's right. Soft group 20. It'll work. What else you guys got? For Crossfire, if you want to buy anything at Crossfire, if you don't get the Ruck, okay, because only one of you is going to get the Ruck, right? If you don't get the Ruck, but you still want a Crossfire Ruck, which I highly recommend, obviously, make sure you use the code Gritty Soldier on their website, and it's 10. I want to say it's 10% off that you get from their website. Okay, Gritty Soldier, you'll get 10% off anything. I believe it's anything. Okay, and I do my best to get that kind of stuff for you guys, because I know money's tight. I deal with that every day as well, and some of the stuff that's like the best stuff that we all want sometimes can be a little expensive, and so I do my best with these companies to like get a discount code for you guys, because I think you deserve it, and that's what that is. Anytime you see me like posting discount codes for you guys and stuff, I'm just trying to help you out, okay? And it's a company that I would never give you a discount code for a company that I don't support and agree with their mission set or actually think it's a good product, okay? Trust me when I say that. I've actually vetted all the products that I ever recommend to you guys, and it's something that I actually use myself, okay? So I'll never like sell out on you guys, all right? Don't worry about that. What else we got? Let's give it a few more minutes. Hopefully the wife will be back with the Coronas by then. What else we got? Yeah. I'll do an AR. I'll do a video about recovery, and yeah, I'll do a separate video about recovery, and then I'll also I'll do the video for the Baton. That's going to come up. You're going to see that next for the Baton. That will also have the drawing for the free rucksack in it. So make sure you see that, or at least go on there and check it. And then after that, I'll have a recovery video. I think that'll be good to do separate on its own, because it will just be about how you should be taking care of your feet during anything. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely do that. The winner will be, I don't think I'm going to get to it today, because I already promised the wife that we will do something tonight. So I'll have to get like an energy drink or something for that. But if we're going to do something, I'll try to get it out to you guys tomorrow or Tuesday. The winner, okay? Bear with me. Oh, hey, there you go. And if you do Crossfire, if you use the code Death March, like Baton Death March, you get 15% off for 24 hours. Look at that. Look how cool that is that Crossfire is in this chat. That's legit. Yeah, for the drawing, make sure you're subscribed. Okay? Somebody asked that. Make sure you're subscribed. If you want to go back, I told you got a couple days, okay? If you want to go back to the other videos, it started off with the how to pack out your ruck video. And you comment that video, make sure you're subscribed, and all the videos from then till now, like and comment on, those are all going to be pulled for the drawing. Okay, so make sure you go back and do that. And make sure you're subscribed, because we're going to check. Okay, it's the system checks to make sure. You have to meet all those criteria. And then I'll post it on the community, and I'll ask you how you want to be contacted, but I'm going to send out my email, and you can just email me directly. It's going to be grittysoldier@gmail.com, okay? It's just simple. There's no spam. grittysoldier@gmail.com. Hey, and I just got a message from somebody on Instagram that popped in, and it says, is it true that I actually won? Okay, so that's telling me that there must be a spammer out there or a scammer out there that's saying shit. Okay, so only take what I'm telling you now and use that. I don't know if there's somebody in the comments or what's happening, But like I said, it will be announced in a video. It hasn't been announced yet. I don't know who's won yet. Okay, so don't think if you see anything from now, it doesn't mean you won. It's wrong. Yeah, Nathan Drake, it says, what if somebody steals our username? I'm thinking of a way to make sure that it is the actual person. I have a couple ideas. I don't want to say what it is right here, okay, so that in case somebody does try that, but I will tell you what it is on the community when it's actually who won. I'll tell you how to make sure. I'll tell you what to do so that I actually know it's you, okay? Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Again, if there's posts, if I'm not replying to any of your posts right now, I don't even have the ability right now on my phone, I don't think. So that's all scam. That's all scammers. It's crazy that there's like scammer gritty soldier. Come on, man. How low are you? What are you doing? I wonder what they're even trying to get out of it. I don't even know what they're doing. Don't give anybody your money. Don't give anybody your stuff. No, I'm not going to ask anything from you. You're just going to get a free ruck. That's it. I'm going to ask for your address or wherever you want it shipped at. That's it. All right, guys. Well, and I'll give it another minute. I'm about to hit it. If you guys have anything else, now's your chance to get that question asked. And yeah, I'll give it one more minute, and then I'll call it quits. I am super glad that you guys were here. All right. I cannot take a shot of whiskey. All right, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it just for you guys. And that's how we're going to end this, okay? I'm taking the ruck off, though. All right. Oh, almost spilled my beer. All right. You're welcome so much. I'm going to do it. I should be stretching. Ugh. Oh, don't worry. I know I'm always telling you guys you need to be stretching. I'm also always throwing a disclaimer in there saying that I don't always do it either. I will be just stretching today, though. I'm just not going to be doing it with you guys all here because I want to take advantage of my rock spot. Now I have to go take a shot. How's that? Can you guys hear me now? The face of realization. It's the whiskey. Yeah? Okay. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, it was probably my headphones. I didn't even realize my headphones were in this whole time talking to you until I did the ruck flop. Okay. What we got? You guys know this? You guys probably hadn't seen this before. This is the benefits of being on a live stream. Look at my shot glass collection. Yeah. Pretty good, right? Those are like all the places I've been and shit. I always get a shot glass. Okay. I think this one's probably appropriate. Right? Okay, that's what we'll do. And we're going to go for, and believe it or not, this is actually from my buddy at Crossfire. So that's how far I've gotten into this since you've sent it to me, brother. I still got it. What better way to end this than to take a shot of some Woodford Reserve? Now, check it out, guys. I'm not advocating that you should be drinking a whole lot of alcohol or
be an alcoholic or anything like that, but I think it's okay to have, you know, a shot every now and then responsibly. Okay. Disclaimer. You guys know I'm all about the fitness. Come on now. Don't drink and drive. Be responsible. Y'all know. Come on. That's your safety brief. I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't partake every now and then. We're all real up in here. All right, guys. Cheers to another victory. Many more to come. There you go. If you're all on staff duty, you better not be freaking drinking. That was for you guys. All right. All right. Well, I'm super glad that you guys all were here for this. You definitely helped me get through that last leg there. Felt really good. I definitely need to go get my stretch on. I need to get some water in. Again, I'll say it one more time, just for you guys that are still here and that came in. Make sure you check out that next video I drop. It's just going to be the Baton video. Hopefully it's entertaining enough. I'm not really sure how much footage I got. Hopefully it was good enough. But the biggest part of that is at the end, I'll do a drawing for the DG3 rucksack from Crossfire. That person will be identified. I'll blast it out in the community as well. And I'm going to ask you to email me. So if you don't have any other social media, you can at least get to me that way. Okay, doctor, that's your question. That's your answer to that question. Okay, I will send you, it's going to be grittysoldier@gmail.com. Okay. If I think of a better way, I'll let you know then, but I'm pretty sure it's the best way. And I'll also have a way to vet to make sure it's actually you. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Somebody's going to win it. It's a real thing. And I'm really excited for it. And also there will be more giveaways. I'm going to keep the giveaway thing going. It's going to be, you know, I'm always going to have something to be able to give back to you guys. So don't think this is the last giveaway, or if, you know, if you didn't win this time, you're never going to win in the future. No, we're gonna keep doing giveaways. I'm gonna keep giving shit to you guys, and we're gonna keep being a give back type of community here in Gritty Soldier. Okay, so don't worry about that. But I think, yeah, I need to go and stretch now before I start locking up. Drink some water, especially since we did a cheers there. Besides that, I don't have anything else for you, and I'll see you on the next one.